Today we are diving deep into the digital arsenal of ethical hackers. We're going to compare two of the most powerful operating systems out there, the legendary Kali Linux and its super-fast challenger Parrot OS. Let's get right into it and see what makes these platforms the tools of the trade.
You know, it's not just about being clever. It's about having the right tools for the job. And in the world of cybersecurity, the operating system itself is a massive part of that toolkit. It comes packed with everything a pro needs to test, probe, and ultimately defend our digital world.
So why is having the right toolkit so critical? Well, it's because our digital lives are basically under constant siege. Every single day, companies, governments, and individuals are facing this huge wave of sophisticated cyber attacks that are all designed to do one thing: cause problems. And these attacks come in all shapes and sizes. You've got malware, like a Trojan horse, that looks like legit software but secretly opens up a backdoor to your system. Then there's phishing, where tricky emails try to fool you into giving up your passwords. You've probably seen those. And DDoS attacks, that's just overwhelming a website with so much traffic it just shuts down. And that's not all. There's SQL injection that tricks a database into spilling its secrets, and cross-site scripting that plants bad code on websites for others to stumble into. The list just keeps growing.
Okay, so to defend against all that, you can't just sit around and hope for the best. The absolute best defense is a good offense. And that's exactly where ethical hacking comes in. It's all about using the bad guy's own methods to find the security flaws before they can.
Right, so an ethical hacker, sometimes called a white hat, is basically a security expert who gets hired to break into things. And here's the key: they have full permission. Their goal isn't to steal data or cause damage. Nope. They're there to find the security holes so that they can be patched up, making everything stronger against the real attackers.
And this whole process isn't just random hacking. It is a very structured, step-by-step operation. It always starts with reconnaissance. That's just gathering info. Then comes scanning to find weak spots. After that, it's about gaining access, and then maintaining that access to see how much damage an attacker could really do. And finally, they cover their tracks. Each of these steps needs its own very specific set of tools. So, to handle a process like that, you need a serious toolkit. And we're going to start with the undisputed heavyweight champion in the field, Kali Linux. Seriously, for most people in cybersecurity, this is the gold standard. So here it is. Meet Kali Linux. If you have ever heard the term penetration testing, you have probably heard of Kali. This thing was built from the ground up for one purpose: security auditing and ethical hacking. So what makes Kali the top dog? Well, for starters, it's built on Debian, which gives it this really stable, reliable foundation. But its real power, it comes with over 600 pre-installed tools for pretty much everything you can imagine, from sniffing out networks to cracking passwords. Plus, it's open source, it works great on tiny devices like a Raspberry Pi, and it's got a huge community behind it, which means tons of support and tutorials.
But you know what? Kali isn't the only option. A really powerful challenger has popped up, one that's all about being fast and efficient without giving up any of the muscle.
And that brings us to Parrot Security OS. This thing was designed to be a complete all-in-one workbench, so it's not just for security testing, it's also built for people who care about privacy, and even for developers. It's incredibly versatile. Now, just like Kali, Parrot is built on Debian, but its main claim to fame? Its performance. It is unbelievably lightweight. I mean, it can run on a computer with as little as 320 megabytes of RAM. That's insane. And it doesn't skimp on tools either. It has all the stuff Kali has, plus some of its own custom tools. It even lets you pick your user interface, which is a nice touch. Okay, so we've got the established industry giant, and we've got the lean, mean, fast challenger. To help you figure out which one might be right for you, let's actually put them side by side. So, looking at it from a high level, the choice seems pretty clear, right? You've got Kali, the trusted standard, but it's a bit of a resource hog. And then you have Parrot OS, the challenger that's all about speed and efficiency, which makes it perfect for older machines or users who just want a snappier experience. This table really breaks it down. Let's talk hardware. Kali is heavier, no doubt. It wants more memory, maybe even a decent graphics card. This makes it a great fit for a pro who has a powerful work machine. Parrot, on the other hand, is super light. It's a total lifesaver for students or anyone working on an older laptop. When it comes to tools, they're both packed, but Parrot throws in a few extras. And the community? Kali's is absolutely massive, so you can find an answer to pretty much any question. Parrot's is smaller, but it's growing really fast and is known for being super welcoming to newcomers.
So the choice really boils down to your hardware and what you need to do. But honestly, the best way to decide is to just try them both. And the great news is, getting started is way easier than you might think. You don't even have to wipe out your main operating system.
So there are 3 really common ways to get up and running. You can make what's called a live USB, which basically lets you run the entire OS from a flash drive without installing a thing. Or you can do a dual boot install, which puts it on your computer alongside Windows or Mac OS. But for anyone just starting out, the safest and easiest way is using a virtual machine, or a VM. This lets you run Kali or Parrot inside a window on your desktop, almost like it's just another app. It's a totally safe, sandboxed environment to learn and experiment in.
So whether you go with the industry-standard power of Kali Linux or the lightweight efficiency of Parrot OS, you're stepping into this amazing world of tools built to protect our digital lives. The real question is, now that you know what's in the toolkit, what are you going to build? What are you going to secure? And what are you going to learn next?